Once again, it's a privilege to be welcomed into your homes. Today, we are reading from John chapter 20, verse 1 to 9. On the first day of the week, Mary of Magdala came to the tomb early in the morning, while it was still dark, and saw the stone removed from the tomb. So she ran and went to Simon Peter and to other disciples whom Jesus loved, and told them, "They have taken the Lord from the tomb, and we don't know where they put him." So Peter and the other disciple went out and came to the tomb. They both ran, but the other disciple ran faster than Peter and arrived at the tomb first. He bent down and saw the burial clothes there, but did not go in. When Simon Peter arrived after him, he went into the tomb and saw the burial cloth there, and the cloth that had covered his head, not with the burial clothes, but rolled up in a separate place. Then the other disciple also went in, the one who had arrived at the tomb first, and he saw and believed, for they did not yet understand the scripture that he had to rise from the dead. What happened on that first Easter Sunday had enormous implication, not only for those first disciples, but for all of us who are trying to be the lost disciples today. On the cross, Jesus absorbed all human sin. In his resurrection from the dead, he defeated sin with life-giving love. He showed that God's love cannot be buried and God's faithfulness cannot be shut up in a tomb. Because of Jesus' resurrection, we can be sure that God's love present in Jesus is stronger than sin and death. Jesus' resurrection assures us that beyond death there is new life, beyond darkness there is light, and beyond sin there is forgiveness. Jesus died and rose from the dead out of love for us all, so that we might have life and have it to the full. His resurrection shows us that our own death, like his death, can be a gateway to a new form of life. Not only can we look forward to this new life as our ultimate destiny, but we can begin to experience this new life in the course of our earthly lives. The risen Lord who met with those first disciples wants to meet with each one of us here and now as we struggle with the consequences of all that life throws at us. His coming to us will be very personal to each one of us, taking different forms for different people, just as his coming to those first disciples was very personal to each of them. How he came to Mary Magdalene and the women was different to how he came to the two disciples on the road to Emmaus, or how he came to the disciples as a group by the Sea of Galilee. The feast of Easter invites us to be alert to the unique way that the risen Lord wants to touch our lives and journey with each of us in a very personal way. We are invited to open ourselves to the Easter life that the risen Lord offers us with all his hopes and possibilities. Dear friends, as an Easter people, we are full of hope because each of us can say with St. Paul, "I can do all things through him who gives me strength." We can live already, here and now, in these difficult days, in the strength of the Lord's risen life, while looking forward to his fullness beyond death. Shalom. Peace.